Okay, so hello guys. Today we'll be working on some failing tests that our brother Burim has wrote, and he's having some trouble. Let's see what he has. Share a screen, brother.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right here, I have the line highlighted. I don't know why.
hmm
So, that's the issue that I had that I was telling you about yesterday.
Okay. So let's write this line together.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, this whole from 103 till 105.
103 to 105.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you want me to rewrite this line
hmm
again?
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes rewriting helps.
Okay.
So a verify method should get two parameters. First, the broker and its call, and the second, how many times
Okay.
it should be called. So
So then this. Okay. This login broker. Oh, no,
hmm
from all. Then tap verify. And then this.
broker,
And then
fat arrow. hmm
do we go to the next line or
Yeah, give it a new line, please. One tab.
one tab
hmm So you call broker
broker
dot log
dot
error, and you open and close brackets. Yeah,
and do it if
it yeah is open and close brackets. Same exception as yeah. You open and close brackets. Yeah, exactly.
open and close.
Expected. hmm Yeah, expected refugee exception as it's showing.
Okay. Show you this.
Just tab it. Just click
Okay.
tab.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me see. Yeah, after three brackets,
Mm-hmm. Which is this one?
hmm just try to put a comma.
Okay.
See fail message. It says here. Just give it a new line. Just click enter or something.
Okay.
Just click times
Um,
dot once.
okay. Tab. That.
But you don't need that brackets. Yeah, after once.
Oh, after ones. Okay. That.
Okay, done. So it's working. And now please give it a new line after same exception as brackets. Yes, start expected refugee exception from the
Right
new
here.
line. Yeah. And give two tabs after you know in the line 106. Times once should be two times tabbed.
2 times tab.
hmm
That.
Oh yeah, that's great. And
Okay.
format that source broker verify as well.
Which one? This one too?
Yeah,
Or make it same
yeah,
as this? Okay.
yeah. Just format to be more accurate.
All right.
So after
And
time, Yeah, right from here. Yeah, yeah. Just give it a new space. One tab here.
Okay.
Okay,
Like
that
that?
looks great. Do you want me to tell you some trick?
Sure.
Just 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 type space, show spaces in the search bar.
Space.
S- in the search bar, you
Right
see?
here.
Yeah, yeah, just type show spaces or something.
Uh, spaces.
Space, yeah. Okay. View white space. Yeah, here. The
Okay.
third option.
View white space. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that.
Yeah. Now you can see how many spaces or tabs you have.
Okay, so that's what the dots are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, just for the purpose of formatting, and this better. And
Okay.
you need one tab in line 101.
Line 101. Right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just scroll down a little. Okay, and can you scroll up? So let's have a quick look on. Yeah,
Everything look good.
looks good.
Okay.
Looks good to me. Now
Let
you
me
can
go.
commit. Now
I'm
you can
actually
commit.
actually have to save it first,
Of course.
and then you want to check the other one. This is good too, right?
hmm Yeah, can you do a quick test run? You go to Test Explorer and see if it's failing, and if it's failing, is it for the right reason?
Okay.
Go to Test Explorer. It's
Right
the
here.
first tab. Yeah,
This one.
yeah. Just run everything.
Run.
Yeah.
Okay. How do
hmm
Okay, nothing's working.
Okay, is it running?
Yeah, I hit run. Okay, no, no, it's done it. Okay. Oh.
I think you feel much comfortable with Visual Studio interface these days, right?
Yeah, it's much better, I think, using Visual Studio than the one he's using, because I guess I've used it from the beginning, so
hmm
yeah.
So one of your tests, three of your tests is failing. Let's
And
see.
two's fast, okay.
hmm You know why? Because one of our tests use inline data, and that would count three tests. So you
Oh,
open
okay,
it.
okay.
See
Show
this
add
says.
refugees, row validation task, and throw validation exception. This one do.
Just click on that.
Click on that. Double
Uh-huh.
click.
Double click, yeah. Or you can
Okay.
expand.
It said a short throw failure effect
If you
tag.
click one of these failing tests,
Click on one of them. Okay.
yeah, and can you expand this window a little? Yeah, you
This one.
minimize this. Yeah, minimize the one, and the other one expands.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that's great.
Okay. That's good.
That's
Okay.
perfect. Let's see. A search throw failure. So you should read every time you do some test. You should read
Mhm.
uh, the error message whether it's correct or not. So you're
Right.
expecting in your
Mhm.
tests refugee validation exception. However, the actual test didn't throw any exceptions. So that's what we want.
No
So
exception was thrown.
so our test doesn't know what to do um, when the refugee is invalid. So that's
Mhm.
perfect.
Okay.
Just do a quick commit and create a PR to my branch.
Okay. Do a quick commit. Okay. Let's go to get change.
You know how to do the commit, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go to get that. like that
Hmm.
message thing. This one. Just still sync, right?
Yeah, everything.
Copy. Async dash. Wait a minute. Yeah. See that?
Yeah, looks good.
And then we're gonna do
Commit and push.
commit and push.
Hmm.
So I don't have to like name the branch because it's just gonna be at yours, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
you you are in the right branch.
Successful push origin user that find this
Okay,
message. Okay.
but
And now we're gonna
Awais is
create a
here.
TR. You said?
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, brother, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, Awais is here. Okay.
Brother, so yeah, since Brother Awais is here, let him do the passing test in your
Okay.
forked branch, and then uh, we are gonna do a quick PR for that.
Okay.
What do you
So
think?
just finish this PR over here.
No, you don't need to. Just cancel out everything.
I'll cancel it. Okay.
Yeah, just close this.
I'll close this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
And
just a minute.
can you go to your repository, forked repository,
Oh, mine.
hmm
Okay.
and add Brother Awais as a contributor? You go to
Right here.
settings, collaborators.
Okay.
It's in the left hand side.
Collaborator.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
forget your password.
Yeah, I actually wrote it down on my binder so I
That's
don't
good.
forget it. Mm,
Brother Awais, are you willing to do a passing test?
Yeah, sure.
Did you watch our yesterday's session where we discussed the validation engine?
No, actually,
If not, we can help you out today.
yeah, please, because could not have a time to
Okay,
voice.
no problem.
So, meanwhile, I'm going to take the latest or what?
yeah, so
Yeah,
I just
can you
not to
so
add
add
this
people? Can you tell us your GitHub username?
Awais, AW,
AW
A,
A
IS,
I S
dot, SH,
dot SH.
no, just SHABA, just a minute, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, SH
A,
A
BIR,
BIR.
yeah,
This
that
is
is the
good.
one.
Okay.
Add service developer.
Mm-hmm. Can you please accept this invitation?
Okay, just a minute. I'm gonna my GitHub.
Do you have to do anything else, Alibak? Or is that good?
No, you're
So
good to go.
Okay.
And let's see how our brother Awais implements this.
so
Wait.
how can I find his notification? I haven't received anything like.
So should you go to your brand, like the GitHub?
Actually, I'm on GitHub right now.
Go to notifications, please.
You have no pending notification.
Maybe it's in somewhere in invites or let's see.
Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me cancel mine.
Okay, share your screen, please.
Say these things. So I have no notification.
Can you go to your mail that's attached to your
Just
GitHub
a minute.
account?
Just 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I will see a mouse.
Brother Burim, it's showing pending invite, right, in your side.
Let me see. It says await response. Send an
Okay.
Yeah,
invite.
Just 1 minute.
pending invite.
I'm gonna see in my email. Where is my email? Email. Yeah, just a minute. Let me refresh everything again. Inbox. I receive an email, but it will redirect me again to the login page, and I could not find anything there. You can
Yeah,
accept.
yeah, accept.
Just 1 minute. I'm gonna search it again. Just a minute. I'm going to log in
Hmm.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, accept invitation. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna close now, and I will see it here somewhere. So how can I see his repo in my, or otherwise I need to clone again his code?
Yeah, you should go. You should straightly go to the repository itself. Brother Burim, can you share link, please?
Oh, link of
Uh,
the.
Link to your forked repository.
Okay.
so just a minute.
Okay, hold on. Just have to go back to my stuff, right? Okay, hold on. Oh, repository.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says this one.
Oh, where are you sharing, brother?
Okay, hold on.
Is it
Um,
in the chat
I'm
or?
copying the thing, and I'll be put it in the chat here.
I guess you cannot do it in the chat. Maybe Discord is a better option.
It has a private chat window.
Yeah, it has a private chat, so I added in the private
Oh,
chat. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this one guy.
Can you
This
see the
this
link?
one. Okay, share your screen, brother.
So shall I share my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, just a minute. So okay. So I just where is his, yeah, this is the code of so I will take this one again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna clone it, or I just, or upstream fetch what.
Just clone the code.
Yeah.
You know.
Or first I fetch and merge, or what?
Yeah. Just do a fetch. Maybe that's also a good idea. But it's in the
Okay.
main. We don't care about the main. Yeah,
Okay,
just clone
so
it.
into a different folder,
Mm-hmm.
because we already have um, the main one, this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just clone into a new folder, or
Or shall I delete the previous one?
yeah, it's yeah, based on your preference.
Okay. Because I did something in here on that time and I checked and there is no pending changes for me here. So I'm going to close. So
Yeah, in fact, what Brother Burim did is the same test that you wrote the other day.
The other day, yeah.
uh,
It's the same test. You are
okay,
going to pass the same test this time.
yeah, great.
Okay.
The good thing is for me now. Before I don't write anything like test code, and so now I'm writing code and I'm trained my colleague as well.
Mm.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that is a good way.
So can you click hide on the little window? Yeah, at
This
the
one.
bottom of your screen. No,
At
at
Okay.
the
the
bottom. Yeah.
bottom, okay.
So, but it did not have anything. Okay.
Okay,
So
it's
okay.
main.
Okay. So
Because you're in the main branch, that's why. You have to go
I'm
to
going to
Just
remote
go to
and
switch
remote. The
yeah,
second one.
foundation.
this one.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then it will show the stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just run the test to
Okay.
see what is failing and what is not.
Okay. Just I'm going to rebuild or build
Uh-huh.
again all the project
Okay.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So test explorer will show me all the things. Test. Yeah. The same level of this one, I guess.
Yeah.
The three tests which I wrote, these are the three one.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one small confusion here.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what I saw in the other project of Assam, so we have two type of we have a two type of exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one level of exception we are writing in in the business level, means services level foundation, and whatever the service level we have it, we are throwing exception there. And there is one more level of exception we are throwing in like like controller level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why we should not keep the same thing in the business level and just returning it in the same like try catch, or the same method which is coming from there.
Oh, that's perfect question. I like it. So our controllers have a convention, that's a RESTful convention.
Uh-huh.
So we try to stick with RESTful convention while we are developing APIs.
Okay. So, the second part of that question is that, so we are most of the time we are writing a partial class
Mm-hmm.
to handle things easily, just like we wrote this class and we are putting the different test logic in here. So why we are not getting a partial of class of for the controller and the same logic the same behavior. Means have you seen, just like maybe I'm gonna show explain you from here. Uh, See, we have three of these. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the main one, the exception one. Exception has a try catch and the git delegation. Okay, the same thing we can put it here. Means a controller, inside a controller will create a exception controller or validation controller of partial class of this one, and we need to write the same flavor
Mm-hmm.
that like that, and we are throwing all the major exception, the controller level exception here. What do you think?
Yeah, of course we can do that, but as I said, the restful controllers should throw, restful exceptions or restful results.
Yeah,
So at that time, we just say, oh, you mean try
yeah,
catch?
yeah. Try
Yeah.
catch here,
Hmm.
and it's the same
Hmm.
restful level.
Okay, so yeah, of course we can do that.
Because the behavior is same. Here we are throwing out business level exceptions, okay, structure exceptions, and here we are throwing again exception, but in a different format. In
Hmm.
there in the control level we are using this format,
Hmm.
and in the logical we are using this format. So why we are not using the same format which we have here in this level as well, the control level, explorer level as well?
Um, yeah, that's a great question. Let's ask Ustad about that.
Yeah.
Um, so, question from brother Awais: why don't we use try catch pattern in our controllers?
Yeah.
That's the whole question, I guess.
Yeah, you're great.
Hey, until I guess we're gonna have our answer very soon. Until then, you can do the passing test.
Okay.
So, do you want me to do a quick
Yes.
walkthrough on how our
Yes.
validation works?
Yes.
Okay.
So shall I stop or
Yeah, you can stop until I open some test project.
because I was reading code, then
Hmm.
I found this is we can do this thing in the same pattern, but I don't know. Maybe it's reason behind that.
Hmm. So you can see my screen well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the main engine behind our validations.
Okay.
First, we create this validate method, and
Uh
it
huh.
receives, params of validation.
Yeah,
Uh, this is a tuple,
yeah.
and we pass dynamic rule
Mm-hmm.
and string parameter name, and we say this is a params because we don't know how many tuples we pass,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so it might be a lot. So params ensures that we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just for example, in here we are calling validate, and our tuple is is a lot actually here,
Yeah.
and this is done using this params keyword. Then we are creating instance of our desired inner exception, invalid language exception,
Okay.
and we loop through our validations to
Okay.
see if the rule's condition is met or not. For
Okay.
example, yeah, we will look at what is rule just a minute, um, just in a minute. So if the condition is true, the invalid language exception with absurd data list with a key of parameter, and the value is a rule. Yeah, the message that we pass in the rule. The rule, as I said, is a dynamic type. And after we loop through the validations, we throw if that contains errors. So you might think, where does these two coming from? This is coming from exceptions class.
Mhm.
This is just a wrapper around what the ordinary exception is giving us. When we use ordinary exceptions that the system provides, this actually doesn't have absurd data list. We need to write some if statements. So, for example, if the data is empty, just
Mhm.
create a new data. If
Yeah,
not, just add. So instead of writing that logic, he has wrapped it to absurd data list method. And
because
then,
I think the data property which you was telling us, that is part of a exception, the main exception
mhm,
class, and
yeah,
that the data property that is a dictionary type, I guess.
additional.
The dictionary type of the
Yeah,
data.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know this stuff, brother. So
yeah,
if you go to Hassan Habib's, so the standard, you go to services, you go to foundations, and somewhere here we said continuous. Yeah, continuous. Yeah, we are talking about continuous validations.
yeah,
So this is what you are talking about, right? If we use
yeah,
exceptions, the data contains some key. We needed to say just like this, and otherwise just like this.
yeah.
However, what he
So
did, yeah, he just wrapped
he
it.
he wrapped it the same logic
Mhm.
inside this method.
And what he also did, he so when we want to throw that exception, we had to check whether the data has something in it. So
Yeah.
then we could throw. What he did, he just created a method that says throw if contains errors.
Yeah.
That's clear, right?
Yes,
If you want, I can share this with you.
yeah, please. And one more thing, Alvik, please clear me if I'm not wrong. We have three type of, I guess, we have Asan declared three type of validations:
Hmm.
structure validation,
Structural,
logical validation, and there is third type of validation. I forgot the name. So
external validations.
external validation means it's for example, some based on some operation we have some exceptions for, or just throw from the database or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. This is exceptions, but yeah, we need to. For example, date time itself can have structural validation,
Mm-hmm. Can have
logical
logical.
validation,
Yeah.
and it can have external validation.
Okay. So
For
if
example,
yeah.
yeah, let me give you an example.
Okay.
So when we check whether the value of our datetime is default, this is structural validation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When we check whether the created date is the same as updated date,
Mm-hmm.
it's logical
Lo-
validation.
right.
When we check whether the created date of our incoming parameter is the same as the storage,
Mm-hmm.
this is the external validation.
So why we need to check basically because whenever we are going to insert record to the database, that
Mhm.
the same time span is already exist.
You know, yeah, it should be the same. What is,
Yeah.
for example, we are passing as a
Uh-huh.
created date should be
Yes.
the same as the storage.
Uh,
Why we might need to check this
mm-hmm.
when we are doing data migrations
Mm-hmm.
in different version of applications.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just write a script,
Yeah, you're right.
and we don't
So
want that.
Yeah,
Mm.
they are just pulling data. Most of the application I wrote the same thing. So whenever I move master data from the other application, so for the shortage of time, for example, in a
Hmm.
day, I need to uplift my application in a different version. So most of the time we are writing a script and push it there.
Yeah.
But on that
Okay.
time, I could not copy the date. So most of time, what I did it, I may grab the data and put it in Excel format and wrote a query inside and use the get method as a concatenation of get date method. So every time it will be insert a new date and time with every rows.
Yeah, that's what we want to prevent the developer
Okay.
from doing.
So the third type is basically external exception.
External.
So yeah. So can I give you one example? Maybe I can understand more clear.
Of course, brother.
Yeah. For example, what I understood from your side. So, for example, I'm taking that example in the medical field. For example, I'm in the hospital. I I, I book an appointment or or I visit a doctor today, and within 14 days, if I visit again in a doctor, I'll make a follow up. System will create a follow up appointment for me. If I'm came within a 14 days and system did not make a follow up appointment, then on that time we throw exception from the external side.
Yeah, that can be that can be external validation as well.
Yeah.
But what I understood, you're saying that if
Actually,
the
with
system didn't write
we have
the record.
we have a uh, like a margin period. In this period, if the patient visit again
Hmm.
to the same doctor within a particular period, then the next visit it's free for him.
Oh, I see.
So if he came within a defined period, if the system will generate a new encounter, new appointment for him, so then the system will throw an exception.
Hmm. Yes, it should, right? Yes, it
Yeah,
should.
yeah, it should
According
write.
to the business logic.
Yeah. So that is kind of well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah,
perfect example, brother. Yeah, I
yeah.
liked it.
So the second thing is I think we have a
Okay.
different type of exception as well.
Yeah,
Different.
can I add something, brother?
Yeah.
So that's what we were discussing yesterday with our friends Flaw. You're
Okay.
telling me that there's a business logic that ensures that there should be a validation exception,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, that should be validation exception if the system is trying to create a new record of appointment,
Mm-hmm.
if the user visited the hospital within 14 days, right?
Yeah.
So
Within.
that's the external validation that we want to write in our business logic.
Mm-hmm.
What the guys are trying to say, use fluent validations. They say use fluent validations instead of writing your validation engine that we discussed a little earlier, and writing these rules are redundant, and it complicates things, they
Uh-huh.
say.
Uh-huh. But
However,
I'm not happy with that because
yeah, yeah,
that business rules vary means business to business. For
yeah.
example, in one hospital they are treating giving us the 14 days,
Mm-hmm.
and the other hospital giving us the 3 days. For some
Uh-huh.
hospital they are not giving us any free days.
Yeah.
So it's putting the things to the fluent validation. It's
Mm-hmm.
not making any sense for me.
Yeah, you need to at that time you need to create a custom fluent validations, right? At that time,
Yeah,
you need to
cus-
customize everything.
So the customization means then we are breaking
Uh-huh.
the standard rule,
Uh-huh.
because fluent validation and these things, I think it should be on database level.
Mm-hmm.
But Hassan told us that broker should be a thin layer. No ifs, no flow
Mm-hmm.
statement, nothing will
Mm-hmm.
be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right, or what do you think?
Yeah. I think you. Yeah. Let me explain what I meant. So, uh, f- when writing a validation according to the business logic that you have,
Hmm.
Fluent Validations uh, cannot provide that functionality out of the box.
Yeah, you're right.
So, what I understood, Fluent Validations are only effective when doing structural validations in the standard.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right? Am I right?
yes, yeah.
But we
And
have other two types of validations, logical validation and external validation. These two types of validation require customized business specific code, right?
yeah, but if you use front validation, you have to
Hmm.
write a custom code, and
Yeah,
there. But
yeah.
if you
Uh-huh,
write a custom code, basically fluent validation is your external dependency.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
So if in future, if I'm going to remove that one, so if we cannot put inside the business logic,
Mm-hmm,
so we have to create a broker for that.
mm-hmm.
So then it will be, for time being, it will be okay, but putting fluent validation inside a business logic, it's not making any sense.
Again says, yes, brother, you're right. You're right. Yeah, and data annotations are out of the topic. They barely can,
Yeah, data
support what we
annotation.
want.
Yeah, data in the data annotations. Yesterday, the guy in the, I think that design and architecture group, they share
Uh-huh.
a Hassan video while he's declaring a relationship on OSSS project. So in that, he clearly said that recognition is no more not required or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I can share the same link. Maybe if you go to Discord, we have a link there, so you can watch that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be
And
great.
yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, now we.
Yeah, please. So,
Okay, brother.
okay. So you yesterday you wrote these type of rules to validate data. So, yeah, sorry to interrupt you. You are explaining some as rule conditions or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Now you have to write this piece of code in your file and
Hmm.
write validations rules just like this. Is invalid GUID ID is one part of what we
Okay.
want to do in
Okay.
this pass, to pass this test.
Okay. Only for ID for one, or
Yeah,
we can
ID
include.
is one example.
Okay.
Do you remember you wrote add data and you wrote for first name, last name
Yeah.
for all request. You are going to write is invalid for all types of
Okay.
properties that
Okay.
you want, and you overload the parameter and it will work fine.
Okay. Great. So I'm going to share my screen, and can you please send this to my
Yeah,
code?
it's in the Discord, brother,
Okay. So
and I can share the exact spot in your DM.
yeah. So this is the one. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share it now. Okay. So I'm on this test case. So shall I modify the same one, or I will write a new one? I think it's will be a modification of this one.
You don't need to write a test. You just write a pass. You just pass this test.
Okay. So for this we need to pass a valid data or what?
No, you just go to the. T- can you scroll a little down, please?
Yeah.
Can you scroll? Yeah, just scroll all the way to uh, till the
To,
end of the test.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we forgot verify no other calls for daytime work. Can you add that, please? Here. Yeah,
Yeah.
here. Oh,
The
just let
next
it
line.
stay. Yeah, from the next line. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Daytime broker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's good.
Okay. So we need to create a method for that
Mm-hmm.
in our here in this level of here in the main level, I guess. So
And
it
yeah, you
it
go to the service itself.
this is okay, okay. So service here
Oh,
on
we have
a
validation. Validate. Yeah, go inside this method,
yes,
and here, please at the bottom of the file write the
yeah.
method validate. I can dictate if you
Array
want.
static, yeah, please.
Yeah,
Uh,
void validate,
void
and you don't need
VLIDA
to do the static
validate.
method because we create
Uh,
a new thing.
no need to static method.
No,
Mm.
no, we create new
Okay,
instance of the object.
okay. And then
So
it's a
params,
params of type tuple, so it's a
tuple,
dynamic type of
dynamic rule.
dy. Why it is not coming? Dynamic
Mm-hmm.
it's
Rule.
there.
Yeah, it's there. Okay, dynamic
This
rule.
rules
Yeah, yeah, rule,
com
rule
okay
with
rule
with a capital letter, R
okay
with capital letter,
okay
and string parameter,
string of
and this is also a capital letter, yeah, parameter.
parameter is spelling is correct. PARAME.
ME, mhm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
character, and it is array of
array of
uh,
validations,
validations.
and the method should have a capital letter.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
is
sure,
yeah.
sure, sure. Okay,
Okay, now create an instance of the invalid refugee exception
yeah, more
or
invalid
refugee exception.
refugee exception
Yeah, you forgot refugee.
equal to
GG.
yeah. I put invalid refugee G.
GG, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
After you. Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's now correct. Okay.
Yeah, in valid refugee exception because this is a type of we need to write a fast code. So okay, so we have to write a for each for that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so var instead of var we need to write the same. Think I guess this one
Hmm.
copy and this one is our rule I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't need to specify item here. Just instead of capital letters, just
Yeah,
yeah, just get rid of item here
yeah.
and just you don't need that. Yeah, just make rule and parameter with small letters. R and P with small letters.
Here.
Yeah,
And then the P section
P
as
as well.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a short version.
So what will be the of this param is a rule or what?
Yeah,
So
you don't
condition.
need to do that. You don't need to do that. We can
Okay.
directly work with them. So
Okay.
just type if
If
rule dot
rule dot
condition.
Condition. Condition.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. This guy.
Okay.
Invalid refugee exception. Absurd.
Invalid refugee action dot absurd data list.
Okay. Yeah. Absurd data. Absurd data.
And there is no absurd data.
There should be
It
absurd.
looks like this.
I think it should not
Yeah.
inherit. Yeah, it's inherit.
Yeah. Maybe it's absurd data list. Yeah. It should be. Maybe we have some errors in the documentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think this is
Yeah,
up.
it's correct. Yeah, it's correct.
So I think this is updated one. Before I saw
Hmm.
somewhere it's update something.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
it should.
creating image.
Okay, so then it will be a kind of key. Key is in the case of
Rule.
this
Yeah, parameter. It should be. It should be.
key
Uh-huh.
of
Inbox.
rule.
Parameter. No, it should be parameter.
Okay,
And the value is rule message.
yeah, and um, value is
Value.
what rule rule value
Rule.
or what
Rule dot message.
capital M or what?
Yeah, capital message. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then after a loop, it is dot throw if condition. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
Okay.
so inside the loop, I'm doing upset data.
Hmm.
So after finishing this loop, so going to throw an exception.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So why he is validating validation? He saying make it static.
Okay, really?
Yeah. See.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do this.
Yeah,
You can do
because
static.
static. Okay.
And I guess you need one empty line after line 24. Don't you think?
One empty line. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
Now we need to validate each property.
Just 1 minute. Would you give me 1 minute?
Okay. Okay, brother.
Oh, you left?
Yeah, he'll join back.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. So because my kid he is crying, so
Yeah. No worries, brother. No worries.
yeah. So I have done these things. Okay. So now I go back in service. I guess. No. Here.
Hmm.
Yes. Inside this one, we need to write here one line validate. Yeah, this one, and we need to create a method here.
Yeah.
So
Just type private dynamic.
yeah, so private. Shall I write after this or above this or anywhere?
Above that validate method.
Yeah,
And you don't need that empty line in line to 67. 47.
47, 47. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So here, private
Dynamic.
static
Static dynamic
dynamic is is
invalid. Yeah.
invalid invalid valid. Okay,
Invalid is invalid. It should be is invalid.
okay. So is uh, invalid.
Okay, that's correct. Yeah.
So it will
If we say
take.
good,
Sorry.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Give it ID.
Okay, ID
So it
is a
should be a
small letter.
small
Uh-huh.
letter equal to new of this one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So in here, return, I guess,
Yeah, condition. Yeah.
condition. It's the same like this condition.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that should be the same.
Condition equal to ID equal to default
Yeah, you can say default or you can say GUID dot
empty.
empty.
Yeah, because default value of grid is also a null value, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one more of message the same way, the same property, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So is RD is
Required.
Required.
RD should be required. So I remove this line and here like this.
Okay,
Okay.
that's perfect.
Yeah. So I'll go here and put enter and invalid, and here is an yes,
Refugee
refugee model dot
ID.
this one or the main ref, this one class
No,
one,
no, no.
the
That was good.
incoming parameter
Mm-hmm.
rd, this
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah.
And what will be the
Parameter.
parameter is name
Name
of,
of.
yeah, name of,
Yeah, this time it should be the model.
yeah. I like this name of thing,
Mm-hmm.
because in before, as you remember, if whenever we create a name and then we need to pass a string something, and it's a little bit difficult for that on that time.
Mm-hmm.
So why he is complaining, it is complaining to
It should be
me,
tuple inside the brackets, I guess.
where
Yeah, you should,
Mm,
I guess, wrap this line in the
you're talking about this one.
yeah, yeah, and
yeah,
one
there
more
you
here
Oh yeah.
because it's tuple.
Yeah.
And you see, we need parameter alias here because
Yes.
we don't know.
So it's what is I give? I think validation.
No, not this guy.
Yeah, this
Uh,
one.
this one rule
Yeah. And no, it's I guess
with a capital letter rule.
rule. Yeah. No, it's not coming. I guess
Yeah,
rules
it
and
is
okay and param.
parameter. Yeah.
So shall I put this into a
Uh
new
huh.
line?
No, you don't need to. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Okay. So this is one way, and how many we need to write it? I guess we have a required here one first name, last name two, three. Okay, for string. Okay, so for string, when I need to write it again the same way, but in I guess for string, it's tex tax and tax is okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's this
Yeah,
one for
string instead of default, you can say string empty or
okay
null or
string
empty.
dot. Shall I create a string dot is null or empty?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
this guy.
it's a one. So if it is this one equal to what and here is default or what? This will not make any sense.
Uh, I think you don't need this text and equals.
Yeah, because okay, yeah, This
We
one.
can
This
pass
is
this.
okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so invalid of this one, I can put a D of first name and first name of this. Then of this one, it's a last name
Mm-hmm.
and the last name. So anything else we missed in the name? No. So gender, date of birth, email, and created and modified, updated.
Yeah, let's go to this value required repository compliance, or you know, gender.
So gender is our enum, I guess.
How do you
So
check the enum?
so gender is, I guess, enum should not have a default value. We need to check. I think the default value of that.
Yeah, the default is 0. It's
So we don't have zero, I guess.
or
Let
the
me.
the first one will always be the default value. What do you
Okay.
think?
So gender. It's yeah. It's zero. So.
You know, there is defined method in the enum type itself. It's a
No,
static method.
so I don't know this
hmm
one.
Yeah, we can
So
write it together.
yeah,
So
yeah.
private
So
static dynamic.
just a minute. I need to put spaces here.
hmm,
Private static dynamic
is invalid.
is valid
So
of the
inside
same
it gets a gender type, or what did we call it? Gender.
gender.
Mm.
Yes, yes. So it's a gender. It's enum.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a
just say
gender.
gender.
Equal
A
to
new
new
condition.
condition. It's a gender dot what?
No, you don't. Yeah, just type enum.
Okay,
It's
okay,
capital
okay,
letter.
okay. Enum
hmm
dot
Is defined. Look for is defined.
is defined. Yeah,
hmm
return a boolean whether a given integral value or its name string exists in the animation. Okay, so is defined. Type of this one.
Yeah, we can simplify it. The type of we can just get
Yeah,
rid of type of gender.
this one.
If we put
No,
gender,
but
it
it's yeah, it is required as type. It's already the same type.
yeah you can
No,
delete the gender thing here, the
no,
first
no,
part.
no.
Yeah.
Actually, it's has a two parameters, so type of must be there.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah, just I meant you can just say gender itself without type of gender enumeration.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
it,
it
it
has
works.
two
Yeah,
parameters.
yeah, it works.
Okay,
Works fine. Just go to message and say value is required, just as a value
value is
is
I
required.
say required. Value required.
Or
Okay,
you can say value is not recognized. This message is also fine.
so this is there two, and what is the rest of this one? Date.
Birth.
Yeah, date of birth. So public invalid, I guess. Here's deactivate time offset, and it's a general date, and date should be a default, I guess.
Yeah, should not be default. Yeah,
Default,
double equals
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, double. And value is required.
Date is required.
Date is
Date,
required.
okay. Date, date is
Capital.
date is
hmm
required, and for date, I think we need to write one more.
Yeah, we write a lot more for the date,
Yeah.
but for this test, it's enough.
Okay. And what next? We need to
Email.
define email and two more
So
for
there you
date.
go.
So email should be. I think we are not
No, yeah, it's test.
validating our regex here. So the same way is there already. So what I will do here now, I will go and define a first thing for gender
And
and gender, and there is one more
date,
for
but date.
birth date and birth date, and there is one more for
Email.
email and email, and there's one more for
Created
created date and created date,
and
and one
updated.
more for updated date. Up,
Okay.
updated date, and what next is there? So I
That is the
guess
last
there's
one.
no, that's finished.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, and you
okay,
can make this bracket go above one line.
yeah, okay, so
Okay, that looks perfect to me.
yeah. So this is a rules of validation. So we wrote right. Okay. So now we need to validate that rule, I guess,
Yeah,
in the same way here.
let's see
So
whether our test passes or not.
okay. So we will move this one, or we need to keep this one.
Yeah, you just keep it, and
Okay.
please give a one empty line after line 59.
59. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So I'm gonna save this one and build and run this one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you should probably run.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, succeeded.
So I just run this one again,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's try.
what is run?
Three tests failed. Let's see what's happening in there. You know what?
Yeah.
We didn't catch the exceptions. See the message. It says, I expected validation exception, but I got invalid refugee exception.
Just 1 minute. So
So initially it was no exception was thrown, but
Mm-hmm.
this
yeah,
time it says, do you remember? Yeah.
yeah. So now what we will do now?
Okay. Now go to the, yeah, here, look. It says, I
Yeah,
expected refugee validation exception, but I got invalid refugee exception.
yes.
Refugees invalid.
This one.
Yeah, go to the exceptions folder file.
Okay.
This is validations. Go to exceptions file.
Exception.
Okay. Yeah.
And here, catch invalid refugee exception.
One more.
Of course.
On which one? The add one. I think return. This is returning. And here this one.
Hmm.
Valid. Second and here. Here. I like valid. If I to use the same way and put small I
Hmm.
and put the same thing here.
Okay, now we catch and create a validation exception.
Yeah.
It should be the same. Yeah, just run it and let's see whether it works or not.
Okay. So again go here.
One failed.
Two passed, one failed.
Okay, let's see what it's failing.
Okay.
Okay,
It
what
is
it says.
Expect an
exception
evasion on the mark once bit was zero
on
times.
this
Okay,
one.
is null or white
Expect the
space?
exception package equals expected blah blah blah.
And exception dot this one as
Oh,
default.
that's
Blah
a
blah
long
blah.
one.
Okay, so is what he's saying is this one.
You know what it's trying to say?
Refugee is invalid.
Yeah, it says refugee is invalid, and it said invocation of broker log
Uh-huh.
error was expected once, but it's called 10 times.
Yeah, this one.
So yeah, that's perfect time for me to show how to debug things to see what's happening.
Yeah.
So please go to mm, go ahead and put breakpoint in line 93
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and go to the exceptions, put a breakpoint in uh, line 29 or 28, is it? Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And put a breakpoint in the line 65 or 66. 36, I mean. 36.
Okay.
Yeah, here. Now let's debug the test and see what's what's the difference.
Okay. So I'm just going to run from here again.
You say
Run.
debug.
Oh, sorry.
Debug. Yeah, no problem.
So, debug. So where we are. Okay. So I'm going to put this one down. This one down. Okay. So where we are, it's not hitting the breakpoint yet.
Yeah, maybe it's
Ready.
taking
Yeah.
its time.
So yeah. So
Can you expand invalid refugee exception?
yeah, F11.
In invalid refugee yeah, I want to see the inner exception, what it has inside it. Yeah, just open it. Go to data. Go to count or results view, the final, or
Launch
values.
the
I meant values. Sorry. Yeah. So we have ID, first name, last name, gender, birth date, email, create the. These are validation rules that we wanted. Okay.
But
Just
here, why did so what?
click
Click anyone?
continue. Click continue. Continue. It's in the top. Yeah. Now it goes here. Just open that. This is actual what we are returning. Yeah. Open
Yeah,
this guy. Data
data and value.
values.
Nothing.
Really?
No, it's
it
eight
says
collection.
8 or
Okay.
Eight.
It says count 8.
This is I think collection count. This is not inside value or something.
Maybe you go to
See data
data. Uh-huh.
and inside the read enum. I think enumeration. No, no, no.
Yeah. Can you open?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Can you open values or result view? Open the result view for me, please. Okay. So the error message is different in here.
A refugee is required. I guess it's coming. We are in here in the test level. I guess we are throwing exception or invalid. I guess.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, can you one more time click continue?
Okay.
Now we are in refugees invalid. Okay, open that. Open inner exception.
Yeah.
Open. So it's count 0, right? Yeah,
This one.
guys, go to data. Yeah, data. So it
This is
says count
powerful.
8. Okay,
Hmm.
can we see values
Result.
from this here or overview? Yeah.
Values.
Result view. Yeah. This is the one.
Updated date, email, birthday, gender, last name, first name, ID. Can we see what is being passed? Yeah, can we see what's being passed as
Where?
a parameter?
In the data.
No, yeah, I guess we cannot see it from here. Can you put a breakpoint in the when section of your test
Okay.
and stop debugging? Or yeah, you don't. I guess you don't need to. You can, I guess, put a debugger or breakpoint somewhere in the first then section, line 101.
101. This one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Just put a breakpoint here. Okay. So can you click
Contain.
continue? Yeah, until it hits that endpoint or
Yeah.
breakpoint. Yeah. Can you open that invalid refugee in the line 98? Yeah, this guy. Let's see what the first name says. Is it null or let's
Null.
go to the
What's this?
first name.
No.
Yeah, so is null or white space?
Null. It's null.
Okay. So
Uh,
So can you click continue? I guess the first test is not is passing.
yeah.
So the first test is passing. Can you
Yeah.
click continue?
This is second one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, one more time. Yeah, one more time. Yeah, and yeah, F. Yeah, can you click invalid here? Yeah, and
What's that
see.
thing say? It's after.
So it's empty string.
Yeah.
And can you click F10? I am suspecting that this instance is failing. So yeah,
F10 for
yeah, one more F10, please. Uh, okay, so is it passing? Just can you click continue? Yeah.
this is the third one, I guess.
Okay, the third is third one failing? Yeah, let's click
No, I
continue one
think
more time.
yeah, third
Just
one is
pressing.
now.
Mm-hmm. Can you
I
click
think this
continue one more time? Uh-huh, one more time.
shall we see it here now?
Yeah, let's see. What is this? Yeah, it's empty string. Is it empty string?
Yes, you can.
No.
Yeah. We just.
Yeah, this is empty string.
Okay. Yeah, just click continue, I guess. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. F10, maybe.
No, it will not go inside F10 here. I think it's coming from here, F11. Here.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
I think
just
it
click
will
F10. One more time. One more time. One more time. Okay, it's passing. So
so which one is failing? Here we need to see. So total is this one. And I think first one is failing. Null one is failing. See?
Yeah, the first one.
Null one. Okay.
Yeah, the first one.
But we have our string is null or white space.
Shall we make this for default or what? To check maybe the method is having some issue. What?
Yeah, but it should
This one is
work.
failing. This one is failing.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
this one.
Is null or empty. So
Yeah.
instead of this, can you use is null or white space?
Oh yeah. Uh, is null or white space.
Okay,
Then
let's
uh,
try.
then I think we need to put one or
Uh-huh.
string dot is null and empty also because we have a empty value as well
Uh-huh.
and space one as well.
Okay.
So shall we break this into new line
Okay.
and put this one? Let me. Oh, sorry. So we need to build this one. So
Uh-huh.
let past.
Okay. Congratulations, guys.
Test.
Yeah,
Finish the
but
test.
we are just
Okay.
only thinking about this one. We are not
Mm,
thinking the space one. Also, we have it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So that's why even just a try. If I remove this one, just for try,
Okay.
we'll see to it is passing or not.
maybe, maybe not. Oh. Mm.
Passing.
Why is that still?
That's still pass.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because this, yeah, I went to the documentation and it says is null or white space
Mm-hmm.
indicates whether a specified string is null,
Mm-hmm.
empty, or consists only of white space
Ah, okay.
characters.
So for example, if I put like this,
Yeah,
what will
yeah, it should pass technically.
let me check again.
Yeah, let's play around.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's
It's
test
pass.
again.
Yeah.
Because the white space or is null checks for white space only
One more
characters.
thing. One more thing. We need to test. So, for example, if this first name is just like because, for example, if it does not belong to this value, like str or in the string, so we need to write the again one business rule.
Yeah, we should write another test for it.
Another test or business rule
Yeah, you write another business rule and the test as well.
because if it is this one, so if I go here, uh, this one is space or in the same way,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do it.
and text dot to lower equal to a string. Also, this is the condition the test is required. It is correct. So let me check. Now it should fail, I guess. One
It
test.
should pass, I guess.
It's that four
Ah,
passes. Okay.
so
It
no,
passes because you said
uh,
or.
not equal to, not equal to. No, no. Yeah. You're right. So I will put in a different. Uh, like this.
Yeah, now you have problem because this is not overload anymore. It has the same method signature.
So okay, because we need to we need to write one different method in this case, I guess.
hmm So the different method will it's better if you have a different test and a different business rule for it. So you are
Okay.
checking the structure of the first name at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So
Okay. Get
so
rid
I
of all
just
that and look let's make
final. Yeah.
sure the file is
I
in a good shape and format.
And make
I
sure you save it.
just a minute. First, I need to remove this one. Then we'll go through final. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just go with my Git history. Okay, I'm just clicking this one. So
Mm-hmm.
what we did, we introduce a new catch block inside our
Mm-hmm.
refugee dot exception class.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be throw invalid refugee exception, and we are catching it and log it inside our the same method. First thing what we did it here. The second change set is we define some business rule to validate the structure validation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that rules, I think we have some extra space here. Uh,
Oh yeah, it's correct. Oh, it's is it? Oh yeah.
yeah,
It should you should have an empty space after lines.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
that's correct.
So here also we need every method we have one extra line.
Yeah, because these are
Yeah.
multi-liners and you should
Okay.
have one empty line above and below.
Okay. Okay. So we wrote one generic method of validation
Mm-hmm.
to validate our rules. So and we did some
Rules.
more rule method to validate different type of rules. For example, ID, first name, last name, gender, birthday, email, and created by and created on. So we are our using the our load technique of C sharp method overloading. So based on that, we are just changing the type and the second structure of the signature of the structure. The name of the method is same, and after that, we this is our final method. It will accept a param of tuple type of array. So it has inside the validations rules. So it's throwing an exception, and we are just using this exception library and
Mm-hmm.
record all our rules and well message and parameter inside our upset method. And finally, if we are throwing exception in this one, okay, this is and third what we did in the validation test, uh, because last time we did this test and it's failed. Now we are going to pass this test. So how we what we did, we just validating this test based on some rules and which we define in our service class. And last time we missed one line here in a daytime broker, so we introduce a daytime broker line here.
Okay. Yeah,
Is it okay?
copy the test name and make a pass
Yeah.
commit.
Pass commit. Copy this one. So
Okay.
commit all.
Commit and push.
Commit all
Commit
and push.
and push. Yes.
Save.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
So yeah, yeah. Go through and do small overview on that, Albert?
Of course. So we are not creating a PR now. We
Yeah,
will write a failing test, a couple of failing tests, and we are good to create a PR for it. So, guys,
yeah.
I'm proposing that you, Brother Awais and Burim will pair on this PR because everything is set up for you guys.
Mhm.
Okay, can you pair and write test and complete this um, PR? Do
Yeah.
you want to do it online or do you want to make it offline? Because we have some idea of how to write tests now, and
Uh-huh.
now it's a matter of some effort to write all the remaining tests.
Mhm.
So what do you think? What do you think?
Just a small thing from here. So I just check in the code,
Mhm.
okay. And for example, if Brahmin he will take that code, he has my latest code or what?
Yeah, if you push to his repository,
Because I
he'll
checked
have.
in. Just a quick look. Brahmin, can you please take the latest and we can see it?
Mhm.
Okay, let me go check.
Yeah, share your screen.
No, I don't- okay, hold on.
Yeah, but what do you think about my proposal, guys?
Yeah, we can write it.
Yeah, we
No
have two
problem.
remaining tests. Two
Mhm.
remaining tests.
So two remaining tests for just explain a little bit to what kind of test you want for that.
So our first test is not same test. So you should throw validation exception if updated date and the created date are not the same.
Okay.
So when adding a new record, updated date and created date should be equal. So this is
Okay.
this is one test, and another test is not recent. Your created date should be recent. If
Hmm.
it's not, you should create throw validation exception.
Okay. Okay. So you want to us to write a two different test for in the same test means yeah, first I need to write a failing test
Hmm.
for both. Then we need to write a passing
No,
test.
no, so, for example, brother Aves, you did a passing test right now. What you can do, you can create a failing test for is not same, and then brother Burim takes up that failing test and passes it, and writes a failing test is not recent for you, and you write a passing test for it.
Okay. Great.
Okay, can you do that until tomorrow if it's possible? Tomorrow's
Uh,
session
uh,
or Monday's session? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we have to do a pair. I have to do a pair with Bromin. Okay,
Burim.
Okay.
tomorrow. What do you plan, Bromin? Tomorrow, same time or what?
Yeah, sure, we can do tomorrow same time.
Yeah. So we have to do a pair with both of them, and it's better to write tomorrow these two tests.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do these two tests, this will end the validation part of our service,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then we go from Monday. We can do the exception handling part. We handle different type of exceptions that's coming from the database.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Great. So okay. So we'll discuss these things tomorrow, and how we are trying to finish this thing. If we found something, we'll ping you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, do you want to do it online or offline?
I guess it's online for better
Yeah.
to us, for because maybe sometimes something I have in my mind, something in his mind, so it's
Okay.
better to do online.
Okay. So then maybe tomorrow, if I cannot join, maybe Flo can join you guys
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
and do the session together. Maybe I
Okay.
can join as well.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Then it has been a very productive session with you guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank
No
you.
And
Thank you
problem.
so much.
yeah, I'm
Bye.
looking for future sessions. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.